Welcome back. Today, watch me make a classic, beer battered fish and chips. My way, it's a Cajun crunchy delight that's a top request in our home. But since I refuse to cook with seafood that's not super fresh, it means we have to go to the water. A quick trip into Washington, D.C. to the historic fish market, the Wharf. Now the Wharf ain't what it used to be, a no-frills place just to buy seafood, namely the best crabs around. Thank you. With gentrification, it's been built up over the years as a dining and entertainment hotspot. And although this new wharf is nice, it's the other side that calls my name, because in my 12-ish years in the DC area, it's hands down the best place I've bought fresh seafood. Today, the mission: cod, fish, and chips. Enter the Wharf. For foodies who love to cook and have a weak spot for seafood, it's so hard to not want to buy some of everything here. But I'm on a budget, so I find what I need and I'm out. Here's what you need: fresh cod fillets, vegetable oil for frying, enough large russet potatoes to feed your group, 2 cups all-purpose flour, divided, 1/3 cup cornstarch, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon cayenne pepper, 1 teaspoon smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon baking powder, and a bottle or can of beer. You're also going to need a few seasonings, including sea salt, black pepper, and a good Cajun seasoning. This is one I really like, the Tony Chachere's. For the remoulade or dipping sauce, you're going to need mayonnaise, some hot crushed peppers, or a pepper mix of your choice, and or hot sauce like Sriracha or this awesome Jamaican Scotch Bonnet Pepper Sauce, which I love to cook with. Give your fish a good squeeze of lemon all over, and then season it liberally with salt. After that, cut that large cod piece down into strips. They should be about 3 inches long by about a 1/2 inch thick. Next, let's prep our chips, aka homemade French fries. You're gonna wash and scrub your russet potatoes. I like to do 2 potatoes for every 1 person eating the meal because they are that good. Next, slice the potatoes into wedges, something like this. Try to get them as uniform as possible so that they cook evenly. Once your big pot of salted water is boiling, you'll then add your potatoes. We're gonna let these potatoes boil for just about 4 minutes. The short cook time is gonna get them a little soft, and then we're gonna put them into a strainer, strain the hot water off, shock them with ice to stop the cooking, and then we're gonna lay them out on paper towels to let the paper towels absorb the water before we fry. Guys, now we're gonna make the beer batter. We are going to combine 1 cup of the flour, the 1/3 cup of cornstarch, as well as our spices, which remember are garlic powder, cayenne pepper, smoked paprika, as well as that baking powder. And it's not gonna be beer batter unless we add beer. Don't cut corners here, ingredients matter, so get a good, strong beer that has some flavor to it. After mixed, activate your wet batter with the beer. You'll use almost 1 whole bottle. Whisk it up, and it's okay if it's still a little lumpy. What? Okay. It's always a good time for a bay break.
Didn't know if we got overtime this weekend.
Cheers, baby. Okay, back to the business. The consistency of your beer batter should be kind of like a crepe consistency, not too thick. Set this aside for now. Grab a frying pan. Cast iron is always a great choice. And heat your pan first. Next, add vegetable oil, enough to nearly cover your potatoes and fish. We're going to fry the potatoes first. Let the oil heat. If you have a deep fryer, you can use that. But in a pan, you're going to want your oil temperature somewhere around 350 degrees. Invest in an inexpensive thermometer to get it right. Back to the fish. We've already made the beer batter. Now we'll mix the remaining 1 cup of flour to dredge the fish in before dipping in beer batter. Season the flour dredge with a little Cajun and paprika and mix it up well. You can also add a little Cajun seasoning to your fish at this point before you begin to coat. For each piece of fish, dip and coat with the flour first. Then coat with beer batter, then to the pan. This can be kind of messy. You can use the side of your bowl to help you remove any excess batter. To thin it out, just add a little bit more beer. Fry your fish in batches until done, about 5 to 7 minutes depending on thickness. Then drain them on paper towels to remove excess oil. All that's left is our remoulade dipping sauce. You'll make that by combining mayo with hot pepper relish, the hot sauce of your choice, and a good squeeze of lemon or lime. If you don't like spicy, you can use pickle relish instead with great results. And that's it, you guys. Amazing fish and chips. The fish will be nice, tender, and flaky inside, as cod always is, and you should have a really flavorful, crispy, light crust on the fish, and your French fries should be creamy on the inside, crispy on the outside, with an amazing dipping sauce. I'm gonna add some chopped cilantro, you know I love that herb, and paprika for presentation with some lemons. And here you have it. Bon appetit!
If this video was helpful, like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you can know when I post a new video. Cheers!